Hi there. I'm Dr. Stephanie Bridwell, and I'm the creator of Spinal Energy Flow. Spinal Energy Flow is a practice that comes from my experience in network chiropractic, yoga, tantra, somatics, and mindfulness, and breath work. The purpose of spinal energy flow is literally to get more energy moving through your spine. Your nervous system is an apparatus that interprets your environment based on your cultural conditioning. And the more energy you have flowing through your nervous system, the more aligned the spinal bones are, the more resourced you are in your life. And the purpose of being resourced is so that you have energy online for physical needs, for emotional needs, for mental needs, and for spiritual endeavors. When you have lots of energy online to resource from, you don't get knocked out from stressful situations as easily as you would if you were depleted. When you have better range of motion in your spine is younger, it's more youthful, it's healthier. You have more neurotransmitters moving through your body that are associated with health and wellness. And the main reason I do spinal energy flow is because I myself am committed to a life that is beyond the ordinary life, the extraordinary life. And to experience the extraordinary, you have to do extraordinary things. And spinal energy flow connects you with the extraordinary so that you're not living the life that just fits into the mainstream. This practice is for people that are living a life that is about impact. It's about impacting the people around you. It's about impacting the field of humanity. It's about impacting your own body and your own health for the purpose of being all that you're meant to be in this life. So if you're coming to this practice, you'll be expected to be present. You'll be expected to do the practice to the best of your ability. If there are places during the practice where you start to rock into or hit places of tension that you're not ready to move through, that are where there's trauma or pain or resistance, you are expected to come responsible for yourself and to do no harm to yourself, to practice ahimsa, to do no harm, which means if you hit a place in your body that is resistant and painful, that you stop there and you just let yourself sit with the sensation. Pain is not a bad thing. One of the worst things we can do in the world is avoid pain, because then you're avoiding your life force. So if you're feeling pain or sensation in your body during the practice, I recommend you sit with it. And the more you learn to sit with it, the more you don't get wiped out by pain, and you start to feel the benefits of being available in the world. Pain is it's like an excuse to be unavailable in your body or in your relationships, in your career, in your impact in the world. Pain has been used as a excuse to get love, right? We learn that and we're like reinforced that when we're young and we want to miss school. Oh, I don't feel good today. Okay, you stay home, honey. I'm going to take care of you. And so it's like, instead of being vulnerable and asking for love and connection, we learn to be sick for love and connection and to have pain. And so there's many different types of pain. There's, physical pain in our body from really the pain of avoiding pain. And then there's pain in the mind of like not making progress in your life fast enough. It becomes painful to the mind. There's also pain of not giving your gifts and receiving your gifts, and that's more soul pain. So whatever it is, you're invited to lean into it in this practice. And the highest number of opiate receptors in your whole body, the ones that make you feel good, live along the spinal column. And there's a direct relationship. People that have a stiff, tight, straight spine are also depressed, are also not feeling the full range of life. People that come into my chiropractic practice over the past decade and a half, and people that come to this spinal energy flow practice, learn to hold more sensation in their body, learn to have more range of experience, learn to harness and access those opiate receptors to feel good in your body again. So during the practice, you will be moving your spine. Eventually, every vertebra in your spine will move like a wave. You'll also be making sound. Sound helps you to connect with the vibrational frequency in your body of stuck energy or whatever the energy is that needs to move. And you'll make sound in places where there's resistance, where the tension is stuck. And I'll ask you to make a sound in there that matches that stuck resistance so that that frequency that you've been holding in your body, stuck and stiff, can actually become liberated and free again. There's different breath practices that you'll be introduced to during the practice that will help to move energy as well. And the practice completes with connecting with the different energy fields around your body, because these fields are actually where the energy and intelligence for our body to thrive come from. We have a bioenergetic intelligence, which is the intelligence of your bones. It differentiates if something's going to be like a bone cell, an eye cell, a nerve cell, turning into these organ systems. The bioenergetic intelligence also governs your digestion, how you assimilate food, how you dispose of the waste products. Getting hemoglobin out of your blood. It's like all of these incredible things that your body does that you don't have to think about. That's the bioenergetic intelligence. And for most of us, we are plugged into what's called the cultural field. So we're kind of like numbed out to these energies that are around us, and we're like things that happen in our life are more coincidental. We don't realize like the control that we could have just by bringing our awareness to things, to the outcomes in our life. Like things don't just happen by happenstance. It's not really coincidence. When you're paying attention and when you're present and when you're aware, then you're creating your life. So you're being either created by the cultural field, or you're creating your life and you're impacting others because your field is stronger than the cultural field. So I teach you how to connect with that bioenergetic field. The next one out is the emotional field, which is the field that helps you to adapt to changes in your environment. The more you can adapt to subtle change in your environment, the more differentiated your immune system is, the more agile your body is to like shift and change as needed, which is wellness. The next field is the lower mental field, which is about learning how to be in this world with a mind, how to think, what we're supposed to think, the rules of the tribe that you were born to, your parents. That field is the field of like them teaching you everything, like how to be a good person, how to be an adult, how to, do it the way they did it, how to do it the way their grandparents did it. And the main purpose of that field is so that you can make it in the world. It's your parents' job to teach you about the world through their lens. And then when you get around high school time, you start to develop this other field, the upper mind. And that's when you start to realize, maybe those rules aren't my rules. Maybe the way my parents did it isn't how I want to do it. Maybe I'm going to do it better. And that field is all about the upper mind that's like, I'm going to do it better. I have a new way. I have a better way. I'm going to optimize. And so when that field is lit up, it's like that part of you that's like wants to optimize the world, wants to optimize your relationship. It's like looks at all the things that aren't good enough. And it's like, oh, right there, I can add a little more energy. Right there, I can add a little more energy. Right here, I need to like really have a conversation with my partner because I could see that we're settling. I can see all the places we're settling and we're more than this. In your career, oh, I've totally been hiding behind an easy job, behind a paycheck, and I know I'm meant for more. So that field is like the connection to that more. And just beyond that is the soul field where we realize that we're just a bunch of souls threaded together, where we're here to like light one another up. When that field is lit up, we remember our purpose is to light another with our candle. And when our candle lights another, we don't lose any light. A candle doesn't lose any of its light by lighting up another. And we start realizing that's our purpose, that's our job. So look into somebody's eyes and see them as a soul and see them open. And to let others see you as a soul. And beyond the soul field is the field that connects everything. It's the one substance. It's the drop of water and the ocean. It's the unified field. The unified field connects every single thing. It is every single thing. And when you practice, just like Pavlov's dog, when you start to practice connecting with each one, you begin to take up real estate. And the field begins to get conditioned. And you start to get conditioned with these different energies. And we're going to direct them directly into your nervous system during the practice. So by the end, you're going to feel very resourced and your energetic system will feel online. These are the codes of creation, and you can access them and use them to guide your life in your body, in your health, in your relationships, in your career or service, and in the way you impact others with your presence, with your energy. So spinal energy flow, getting the flow of energy moving through your nervous system, connecting with those energy fields. So please join me for the next practice. And I look forward to meeting you. Thank you for being here.